July 4th. Happy birthday, America. Oh, wait. Was that us? No, we had our birthday on Tuesday, and today's your turn to eat cake and blow stuff up in the name of freedom. If you're out celebrating with some sweet drone shots of fireworks tonight, maybe even breaking in that shiny new Mavic 4 Pro that you totally did not smuggle across the border, well, you better not crash it because DJI just yanked Care Refresh from the US stores. As of this week, DJI has officially pulled the plug on offering Care Refresh coverage for American buyers. So what does that actually mean? If you've bought a drone from DJI in the last few years, you're probably offered Care Refresh either at checkout or within 48 hours of activation. It's basically a drone crash insurance plan. You pay a couple $100 up front, and if you wreck the drone, you can send it back and get a refurbished unit from DJI. But here's the twist. As we covered last week, those refurbished drones are coming back from outside of the USA, and recently a bunch of them have been getting snagged at US Customs, leaving users with no replacement, no refund, and no working drone. So DJI, in a move that's equal parts strategic tantrum and bureaucratic protest, has pulled Care Refresh entirely from their US store. Some third-party sellers like Adorama have marked that the remaining stock is in closeout status, which means what's left is all that's left. The root of this chaos? Ongoing scrutiny under the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act. DJI says they're compliant, but CBP seems to think not. So while DJI's refurbished units are trying to make their way across the border, they're still stuck in limbo. And now, so is your warranty coverage. So is this a pressure play to get CBP to make up their mind? Well, today, July 3rd, DJI dropped a blog update saying that they're committed to US customers, actively working with the government, and encouraging drone fans to make more noise and ask customs what the heck is going on. So you can check out their full post and take action at droneadvocacyalliance.com. The future of DJI in the United States might just depend on how loud the drone community gets. Because let's be honest, a world without DJI in the States, well, that's a lot of empty shelves at Best Buy and probably a lot more drones that we don't really want to see. Speaking of Mavic 4s, let's talk about dynamic range and a little bit of wacky internet science. Josh Yeo, the denim-clad superman behind the Make Art Now channel, which is full of really cool shit, dropped a bombshell video on the elusive Mavic 4 Pro creator combo, and in true multinational form, he brought along backup, my other Canadian hero, Gerald Undone, who has obviously trademarked the color purple.
Why is Larry the Tomato from VeggieTales roasting these guys?
Together, these two set out to answer a burning question that we all had. Does the Mavic 4 Pro actually have 17 stops of dynamic range, or is DJI just a little bit of puffery going on here? So DJI claims over 17 stops, which would put the Mavic 4 in the same league as like a $100,000 Arri Alexa cinema camera. Naturally, everyone's kind of raising their eyebrows at this, so Josh and Gerald put it to the test using the Zyla 21 dynamic range chart. So naturally, they started first with D-Log, the original actual log profile. The result? 14 stops. Not bad, but not 17. Then just for fun, maybe as a bit of a lark, they switched to D-Log-M, which is DJI's kind of log profile that is meant to be easier to grade but still retain lots of color. And that's where things got interesting. D-Log-M actually hits the full 17 stops cleanly. It turns out DJI is quietly blending dual gain ISO magic behind the scenes, which is unlocking extra dynamic range without having soupy shadows. So even better, the footage stays consistent across all three cameras on the drone. So if you punch in with the telephoto or flip back to wide, exposure and color don't really fall apart like they did on the Mavic 3 series. So this is pretty wild stuff. And yeah, Josh's video is pretty techy, so you do need to go check it out. And if you like looking at waveform graphs and hearing that word bitrate in a solid Canadian accent, you should check out Gerald's channel too. Over in Guangxi, China, a video posted on June 30th showed a man being airlifted out of floodwaters by a drone. And it's not just any drone, it looks like it was a DJI Agras or a Flycart that was doing its best to be a superhero impression by dragging this guy to safety like it was built for search and rescue. And not spraying fertilizer, what it was actually intended for. And this isn't even the first time. Earlier in June, another video showed a fisherman getting plucked from rising waters by what appears to be another of either an Agras or a Flycart style drone, like it's in the Cyberpunk Coast Guard or something, I don't know. The common theme here, people are using DJI's cargo drones very much not as they originally intended, and of course DJI isn't really saying much about this. Speaking of DJI's beastly lifters, they have just officially launched, quietly, the Flycart 100 in China. So we reported on the rumored specs last week, and now we've got the real thing, and yeah, it is a big beefy girl. So it carries cargo on a central hook. It's got two models, one with a 100-foot hoist and one with a 30-foot fixed rope. It's got shared software across the board with anti-sway technology, real-time weight readouts, and there's also the ability to do a remote electric load drop. The maximum takeoff weight for both, 149.9 kilograms, which is conveniently just under Canada's new medium drone cutoff limit, meaning come November 4th, you'll be able to use this monster without a special flight operations certificate in Canada. Now, will we actually see the Flycart 100 in Canada? Probably not anytime soon. DJI's made this launch for China only. But hey, if you're heading to Shenzhen anytime soon, maybe leave room in your carry-on. Pricing wise, Drone XL has pegged this at about $12,500 US for the base version. The hoist model, lots more. Pro tip though, if you're ordering one, spring for the extra strap. Your fisherman might thank you down the road. Now, from lifting people with drones to actually powering those drones in the field maybe, DJI has also dropped the Power 2000 this week, which is a 2048 watt hours of lithium packed muscle in a carry-on size box. Because nothing says I'm not a flight risk to you like trying to bring a 2 kilowatt hour battery through airport security.
Sounds legal.
It's not going on the plane. So it uses lithium iron phosphate or LFP batteries for longer life and up to 4,000 charge cycles holding that 80% minimum charge. It has a really cool UPS mode that auto switches in 0.01 seconds. It'll do 3,000 watts of continuous output, and you can stack it up to 22.5 kilowatt hours of capacity, which is roughly this half of a Tesla Model 3. Charging options? Well, yes, because it's got 2200 watt AC fast charging, which is about 90 minutes to full, 1800 watts in a car charger, roughly 145 minutes. It also does a solar hybrid mode where you can mix and match AC and DC for ultra flexibility. And if you're already in the DJI ecosystem, it's got SDC or smart DC connectors, which lets you connect drone batteries right into this thing and rapid charge them. This thing powers your fridge, your drone fleet, your entire camping trip, and probably your existential dread. It's on sale now for $10.99 US, or you can get it for $11.70 bundled with the car charging kit, which is normally like $300 on its own. And assuming you haven't blown your drone budget on creator combos and purple shirts, it's probably a good idea to pick one up right now. So another cool stuff I found online, a video surfaced on X the other day showing off a hybrid drone, and this one has, well, it's cool, all right? That's why I posted it and you're gonna watch it. So yeah, this project comes from the brainy folks over at Aalborg University in Denmark, who's built it as part of their bachelor's thesis. We're taking 4 electric motors, a fully functioning swash plate system, so variable pitch props, and it has the ability to fly underwater and hold an attitude. This drone can maintain a fixed body orientation and still move up or down, whether it's in the sky or fully submerged. It adjusts the blade pitch dynamically for each medium, using positive angles for flight and then negative angles to dive underwater. Now, we've seen variable pitch drones before, we've seen underwater drones before, but this is the first time we've seen a 4-motor electric quad that can do both with swash plate pitch control. So if you're from Aalborg or know more about this thing, drop us a comment below or send us a DM. We want to know everything about it. So before we dive into our final headlines, let's talk about you not crashing your drone into a tree or worse, into your future. Whether you're just getting started or prepping for a big commercial operation, coastaldrone.co, that's us, has you covered with online drone pilot training from basic and advanced certifications to real-world flight reviews, airspace navigation, and beyond. And best of all, you don't need to summit Everest to get yourself certified. So that's coastaldrone.co, take the course, pass the test, and fly with confidence. And speaking of Everest, DJI just casually flew a Mavic 4 Pro up to the summit, and yeah, they filmed the entire thing. The video posted online shows a continuous speed ramped ascent from 6,500 meters all the way up to the summit, which is at 8,800 meters or 28,871 feet above sea level. And the drone footage, smooth and stable, no big deal. Looks like it just flew a coffee run, not going to the top of the world. So while your Mavic might get nervous above the treetops, this one, well, obviously it's quite literally peak performance. And if you're stranded in the middle of a Texas intersection after your Tesla robotaxi rage quits on you, good news, DoorDash might still be able to feed you with a drone. In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, DoorDash is now offering drone delivery through a partnership with Flytrex, already operating in the Texas and North Carolina areas. So you order your food, select the drone option, and then boom, nachos come raining down from the sky. Hopefully not one by one. So that's it for this week on Weekly Drone News. We covered flying submarines, cross-border warranty drama, Everesting with a Mavic, and why your next burrito might give you some prop wash. If you like this episode, hit that like button, sub if you're not already, and drop a comment on whether or not this was good, bad, or just downright awful.
Don't invite that.
We'll be back next week with more headlines, hot takes, and probably at least one more Canadian reference. Till then, keep it in the air and keep it coastal. Until then, keep it in the air and... Wait, until then, keep your drone on the air. Keep your stick on the ice. Vid's dying. Bye now.